27th of March 25. I've not really been following this closely because I just think, Trump just misbehaves all the time. And here they've been using Signal to coordinate bombing the Houthis in Yemen, complete with emojis, the fist emoji. I mean, it really is appalling, the whole thing. I mean, the main thing is who added a journalist? I mean, they were being bad by using Signal and that. They're meant to use top secret thing and it's all meant to be archived and everything, but they ignored all that. That's what Trump does all the time. He's a sort of parasite on a good society. He sort of just breaks the law. And this is how a lot of societies around the world, the people don't want to live there and they want to move to America. This sort of behaviour. So let's see. Yeah, a lot of countries around the world, the people they drive through traffic lights and they want to fire Kalashnikovs in the air, and this is what this White House is like, to me. So I'll just take a look and see.
The use of emojis in a leaked Trump administration group chat discussing strikes on Houthi targets has sparked outrage, with accusations that officials made light of the sensitive topics being discussed.
I mean, to
Jeffrey
use
Goldberg,
emojis.
editor-in-chief of The Atlantic magazine, revealed on Monday that Trump's national security advisor Michael Waltz had, seemingly inadvertently, added him to a group chat called Houthi PC Small Group.
I mean, for the national security advisor, so that's probably one of the most important security people in the US, if not the most important, adds a journalist to a Signal chat where they're about to bomb the Yemen. I mean, and they're using emojis on it to celebrate killing people. I mean, the whole thing's bizarre. So it was his phone that. How on earth do you get a journalist into your Signal group? So whoever done that, it just shows the more slackness and incompetence because they shouldn't even be using Signal anyway. I thought it was a Russian chat thing, but it's actually a spin-off from WhatsApp by somebody who founded WhatsApp. They must have sold it and then started their Signal. But it's the same thing really, apart from it's called a different name. I mean, that's why I'm a big fan of colour coding, because I'm sure if they had colour coding for Jeffrey Goldberg, maybe a pink tag for journalists or something, he wouldn't have been added, but who on earth added him?
The chat appears to have served as a virtual war room for some of the president's top team. Index, including Waltz, Vice President J.D. Vance, Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth, Secretary of State, National Intelligence Director, and Trump's Chief of Staff Susie Wiles.
I mean, it was all the top people, basically, of Trump's superb team. Yeah.
Goldberg said that. Shared the war plan with the group at 11:44 a.m. Eastern Time on Saturday, March 15th, 2 hours before the bombs began dropping on Yemen. As news broke of the strikes, the journalist checked the group chat where he found a flurry of emojis and congratulations flooding the text chain.
Yeah, it's just bizarre.
Waltz updated the group at 1:48 p.m., saying the operation had been an amazing job, before sending 3 emojis a few minutes later, a fist, an American flag, and fire. Parts of the exchange have since been published, and have been met with furious reaction from politicians on both sides and the public, with many expressing disbelief that such a significant security breach could have been allowed to happen.
Yeah. I mean, look at this. Michael Waltz, and this is the guy whose phone let the journalist in, and he's the national security advisor. A fist, the American flag, and fire. And that's because somebody get killed. They wanted to get killed or something. I mean, the total incompetence. This is a guy. I think this is a guy who was in. He was a military guy, but he wasn't that high up. He was just a big Trump supporter. So, really, total incompetence. But of course, he'll probably stay on because we're past American standards. Now we're into a new phase. Trump standards. I mean, Trump will stand again as president, or it'll just become a dictatorship, basically, I think. I don't know what that means, a lot of unnamed users using the praise sign. Uh, yeah, exactly.
Mike Waltz using emojis in a national security war strategy group chat like he's a 14-year-old, another person commented.
Was it? Who are these people? Yeah, that's from that group. And the other thing,
Select to speak.
which we're getting used to. Yeah, JD Vance said he's sick of helping Europe because they feel that they were helping Europe by doing this to keep that sea channel open because Yemen keeps bombing the ships or whatever. But it's probably not just Europe, you know, it's probably American shipping as well, coming from China up to America. I think, you know, you go that way to the canal in Egypt, the Suez Canal or whatever, I don't know.
Steve Witkoff then responded with 5 emojis, 2 hands praying, a flexed bicep, and 2 American flags.
I mean, this Steve Urkel just seems like an idiot, really. I mean, he's the billionaire landlord thing or property asset from New York or whatever. Just absolutely useless. I mean, really, we've passed a certain standard in America now. And really, you're getting to see all these billionaires are idiots, you know, like Elon Musk. I mean, I was hoping it would be Elon Musk that invited him into the group because it was probably his idea to use Signal or something to avert the proper channels, you know.
2 hours earlier, ahead of the strikes, Hexif reportedly shared a message containing details of the forthcoming operation, including information about targets, weapons the U.S. would be deploying, and attack sequencing. The person identified as the vice president responded, "I will say a prayer for victory," while 2 other members of the group sent prayer emojis. The White House has confirmed that the chat appears to be authentic, adding that it is now reviewing how an inadvertent number was added to the chain.
J.D. Vance said, I just hate bailing Europe out again. I mean, that guy's a total idiot. I think he called Trump terrible things a few years ago and now he's total lackey or whatever. I don't think this will work.
Speaking out for the first time since the story took over the news cycle Monday, Goldberg said he was fascinated by Vance's thoughts. Breaking.
No, that's not right. JD Vance says, let's just make sure our messaging is tight here. Well, you done well there, didn't you? And if there are things we can do up front to minimise risk to Saudi oil facilities, we should do it. Is that not what it's about more than Europe? Here's Pete Hegseth. I fully share your loathing of European freeloading. It's pathetic. I mean, this is pathetic. But Mike is correct. We are the only ones on the planet who can do this. Nobody else even close. I feel like now is a good time as any, given POTUS directive to reopen shipping lanes. I think we should go, but POTUS still retains 24 hours of decision space. And they're saying green light, but President's giving green light, but we soon make clear to Egypt and Europe what we expect in return. I mean, really, Europe needs to detach from America. I mean, I don't know what's going to happen there. I think there's a chance that you may become a dictatorship. I would have voted Trump on one issue, but I don't believe in electoral systems. We need to be like the Swiss system where we vote on issues and referendums quarterly and petition referendums. I mean, we just can't vote anymore for the parties or people, you know, party hampers. Just a lot of nonsense. I mean, this is total incompetence.
None of this should have been sent on non-secure systems, he said of Waltz's messaging. Russia and China are surely monitoring his unclassified phone. Texas Republican Senator John Cornyn told reporters on Monday that it sounds like a huge screw-up. I mean, is there any other way to describe it?
Yeah. Yeah, Trump used to always go on about Hillary Clinton having a server at home for her emails,
Former presidential candidate Hillary Clinton, who was condemned by Trump and his allies for using a private email server while she served as Secretary of State under Obama, wrote on X of the news, "You have got to be kidding me." Much of the blame has been apportioned to Mike Waltz, who Goldberg said was the official who added him to the group.
So I don't know. It's just total incompetence. Let's see, I've got another one here on it. Oh no, yeah, there's someone who's going to take the blame for it. It's going to be some junior lady. Yeah, here we go. She's going to probably get the blame here.
Someone's going to have to take the blame for the Signal War Plans fiasco, and it's likely going to be either Secretary of Defense Pete Hegseth or National Security Advisor Mike Waltz. The nation was shocked earlier this week when The Atlantic revealed the Trump administration had mistakenly added their editor to a group chat where top officials were discussing their plans to strike the Houthis in Yemen.
Yeah, I'll just try to find out. Yeah, so far the White House is saying it's not really that important, etc. Considering the way Trump goes on about things. So we're past post-truth, really. So it's ironic, or post-American standards. It's ironic. Look at all these emojis I've been using on the maps. Probably where the bombing's happening or something. I can't see anything that says that this aid's going to get the blame.
However, it's clear that as of now Trump is still backing both of his loyalists, and it could that they throw a lower aide under the bus.
Let's see. There's nobody there. Not mentioned a name yet. So we'll see how it goes. But we're past post-American standards. So it really is terrible times.